This is an exclusive Monk Beats release.
Good morning people, welcome to the video. Today's video is literally going to be a full day in the life of an off-season bodybuilder. So pretty much everything that I go through day to day is what I'm going to sort of document on this video. And as well as that, we've got a pretty hefty leg session coming up as well. So I will be sure to get that on the vlog. I'll be sure to get all the fucking brutal sets and me falling out of machines and shit like that. As always, first things first, I'm just gonna go through my normal morning routine. I start off by making my coffee. I've had a double espresso this morning just because it's leg day, so I don't mind the additional caffeine there. And then I take my morning supplements, so I make sure that I always get them in first thing in the morning. I'm not saying you should take them like fasted first thing in the morning, but from a routine standpoint for me it makes sense. And then I take my apple cider vinegar, which never gets any easier, it never tastes any better, but I find it has massive benefits from a digestion standpoint, so I always take it no matter what. What the f... we barking at? Anyway, I like it from a digestion standpoint, like I said, so more than happy to suck up this shit flavour of that. So yeah, that's all done. I am going to get a little bit of work done, and then it will be time for meal one, which will be my pre-workout meal. So that's meal one, 3 eggs, 3 pieces of toast and some spinach. Everyone seems to ask me, why am I eating the same meal now as I did for 16 weeks on prep? It's literally just because I like it. I like that meal. It got down to like 1 piece of toast and 1 egg on prep, which was a bit grim, but I don't know, I just feel like it's a breakfasty meal. I like it, it fits my macros quite well. So yeah, that's why I do it. I like it, and then I get to enjoy my food for the rest of the day as well. So my preferred time to train is anywhere between like 10 AM and about midday. So as long as I start training in that window, I normally have like my better sessions. So I'll always aim to train a little bit earlier in the day, bit of work done in the morning, then I'll train, then I'll get the rest of my work done for the day. I have the majority of my food left then, post-workout, which is obviously the time where I need the most. So post-workout meal is a nice high carb meal, so we'll go through that when we get back from training. But I have been continuing to use the Adapt Nutrition subs, so I've got my intra amino BCAAs that I need to stick in my Adapt bottle, and then today we're going with the Adapt Pre-Train V2, and then we also take the pump product with the pre, and I've also got the GH Assist, which I now take as well. So we stack the Pre-Train V2 with the GH Assist and the pump.
This is an exclusive Monk Beats release.
Keep trying. Up. One now. Go. Now. Go. One. Yes. Go again. Let's go. Right. Got it, guys. Up. Come on.
Stay with.
Go. Go. Now. Push.
One more. Go. Up. You.
Falling off this way. Wow. Go. On. That's two. On. That's on the skip. Drive. Try. One. Okay, let's go. Alright, last ball. Come on.
This is an exclusive Monk Beats rhythm.
That was my post-workout meal. Post-workout for me is currently, wow, that lighting's bad. Post-workout for me is currently 200 grams of cereal, and I do mix the cereals up just because eating 200 grams of the same cereal every day would be quite difficult. So 200 grams of cereal, I use almond milk on my cereal, and then I have a bagel with some chicken as well. So it's my highest carb meal of the day. I like to get protein in post-workout as well, just because I like to spread my protein intake throughout the day. I eat 5 times and I try and spread it pretty evenly over the 5 meals. But yeah, that was my post-workout meal. I am now gonna chill out. I normally chill out for like 20-30 minutes after I've trained, eaten, chill out a little bit, just sort of let everything normalize. I'm normally pretty fucked after I've trained, so I'm gonna chill out for 20 or 30 minutes, then get on the laptop. Got a little bit of work to do for clients and things like that, and then we will carry on with the day. One thing that I do like to do, normally on a rest day to be honest, but tomorrow is my rest day and I literally haven't got any time to do it. I like to get a sunbed. I start with 9 minutes, then when my skin gets a little bit more used to it, I'll move up to 12. But with it sort of moving into the summer and having holidays and things like that coming up, I like to start getting on the sunbeds because it gets my skin ready to go away, because I have pretty fair skin, and if I go away without going on the sunbeds, I literally sit in the sun for like 5 or 10 minutes and burn. So I would rather be prepped for my holiday and be able to sit in the sun and actually be tanned for the summer, because I'm pretty fucking white all year round otherwise. So yeah, sunbed time, 12 minutes. Another thing that is pretty staple in my day at the minute is getting out to get my steps in. I like to get a couple of thousand in first thing in the morning, a couple of thousand post-workout, like after I've trained, I'll eat, do a bit of work, chill out, come and get some steps in. Reason being is because I am still tracking my steps and tracking my expenditure, just because it's something that was ingrained in my contest prep, and to be honest, because I've still got my cardio in, because I'm still using steps as a measure of expenditure, it just kind of meant that I've been able to push food a little bit higher, because we've still got the cardio in there. So I've enjoyed that aspect of it more. I enjoy getting out and getting my steps in. I enjoy having a little bit of time to myself. Sometimes I'll put a podcast on, sometimes I'll just go through social media and reply to comments and things like that. So do I think you should track expenditure in a gaining phase? I definitely think coming out of a diet, yes. expenditure should be tracked, cardio should be sort of tracked and measured, and it should stay in my opinion, and steps definitely should be a measure of expenditure that you track as well. But as you get deeper and deeper into the off season, where food's getting higher and obviously expenditure becomes less important, there is then less reason to track the steps and the cardio and things like that. And I've actually had it in the past where I've had to try and cap steps for not only myself but for clients as well, especially when trying to gain. Food's high and there's almost no reason to go any higher with food when expenditure can be pulled, so we've tried to sort of limit the expenditure done. So yeah, again, that's where steps can come into play in an off season as well, is not only trying to hit a specific number to keep yourself active and stop yourself being sedentary, but then not trying to go over a specific number, doing too many and having the expenditure taken away from training performance, one, and two, it's just burning calories that you're eating, so then you're just only going to have to eat more anyway. So, other than what you guys have seen me do today, there is not really a lot else that goes on in my day-to-day life other than eating food, a lot of food. And I'm not going to bore you with the process of watching me eat or make food because it's in every other video, so why would I? One thing I did want to touch on just quickly was making progress in the off season and how to go about it. A lot of people think that they can make a lot of progress, or they seem to think that they can make a lot of progress in the off season in just a short period of time, like literally weeks, like 6-8 weeks. And yes, you can make some progress, but if you want to see significant progress, you have to be so consistent for such long periods of time. Like my off season now is going to last minimum 6 months. Yes, there may be need for mini cuts during the 6 months, but it is never going to be for a prolonged period of time. It's only ever going to be to benefit the progress I make in the off season. And as well as being consistent for long periods of time, you have to make sure you're doing the right thing consistently. You have to make sure that you're doing everything you need to do in a day consistently every day. Like I'm talking, I take my supplements at the same time every day. I eat the same foods and make sure I hit my calories that are set by Josh every day. I go in and progress my training every day. I hit my steps because that is a goal of mine at the minute every day. I do my cardio in the week when I need to do it because that is a box that needs ticking. Yes, you're going to have sort of days where you can be a little bit more off plan because you've got like family events or social events and things like that, and I totally understand that because everyone's human and you have to be able to live life from that perspective. But on those days, there is nothing saying you can't still tick boxes. Do not give yourself excuses to not tick boxes. It's the consistently ticking them that is going to bring about the most progress over a long period of time. So I think, I'm not too sure what spurred me on to say this or to want to put this in this video, but I think at the minute I've seen far too often people just half-arsing an off-season, people half-arsing daily routines and half-arsing contest preps, and expecting results from it. Not even just thinking they will get results, but expecting results. And then the people that do get results, I know how hard they are working to get them. I know what is going into actually getting those results and what they're having to do to get them. So it's more so me saying, I guess, props to them people, and the people who think they're going to get results from sort of putting half-arse effort in. It isn't going to happen. So I think it's more a case of taking a look at yourself. What are you doing? What else could you be doing to maximize the progress that you make? And then as well as that, get yourself your list of boxes to tick. Make sure you're ticking them for long periods of time. Don't give yourself bullshit excuses, but at the same time, make the process enjoyable. Enjoy the process. You're choosing to do it. You're choosing to be, you know, a bodybuilder or a physique athlete or whatever, and choosing to want to make progress in the off season, and you know, you're choosing to want to go through a contest prep. So it's not exactly something that you're being forced to do, so enjoy it. But I thought I'd leave this video here because, like I said, there's not really too much going on now other than eating food throughout today. So thank you very much for watching. Please give the video a like, comment, tell your friends, whatever. Just help the channel grow because the response I've had so far has been pretty good. So I want to keep this momentum going, keep the videos coming for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.